and welcome to ISTV English News. I'm Dhanya. Let's take a look at the top story first. Many farmers facing difficulties of devastation caused by flood following incessant rains of 4-5 days. The news in detail. Many farmers are facing difficulties of destruction of their paddy fields caused by flood following the incessant rains of the past 4 or 5 days. Complaints have been heard from fish farmers as well that their fish farms have been completely flooded, making way for the fishes to go away. Under the circumstances, attention of the authority concerned has been drawn by the farmers to extend some kind of help to them. With the help of many people, one Maibam Joykishan has cleaned the Nambul river as the water level was rising with the arrival of monsoon and the running water was blocked due to excessive water hyacinth. They drew the attention of the IFCD to look into the condition.
Masida yengsan bidana usi 100 days to Maibam Joykisor aina cover up tawse Nambul train jaw mai cover up tawsare mathakta mi chale phum mathakta mi chale aduna have the magi Thabi Sauk semi Sapayakon Kale, the Masidi, Matak building Sabo Yarani. Alna Yam Kaningani Department, Amazon Labor Kasam, as Sita Labor, a quite honorable Mamsu, Labor Uzik, still Labor, quite honorable to Yamna Masi Yansan Bama the Kawai.
A mysterious fire that has been raging underground, emitting smoke and gas near Old Wahong village in Ukrul district, has gripped the villagers in fear. The underground fire has been continuing for the past 1 month or so. Our Ukrul correspondent Ashang Shaiza, quoting villagers, reported that the fire has engulfed an area of about 40 square feet, creating craters on the ground in Sitru areas about 1 kilometer towards south of Old Wahong habitation. The mysterious fire came to be known after a 16-year-old boy identified as Wisdom slipped his foot into the marshy ground and sustained serious burn injuries at about the end of May last. Villagers said the fire might have been going on since March-April this year, but came to be known only about a month or so ago. The villagers said similar burning phenomenon was witnessed earlier in 2006-7, 2012 and 2013. However, no untoward incident had happened. They said that the heat is hot enough to burn green vegetation in the area. When they poked the ground surface with a stick, some kind of gas gushes out in the form of bubbles. Old Wahong village is located about 11 km north of Ukrul district headquarters. It takes around 7-8 hours to reach the village by vehicle due to the poor condition of the road, our correspondent reported. As organized every year as part of the 18th Manipur Integrity Day, All Manipur United Clubs Organization (AMUCO) along with Imphal East United Clubs Organization (IEUCO) planted tree saplings at Nongdam Shanglen Pakhangba Lainingkon and Nongmaiching Waka yesterday. President of AMUCO Y. Manikuman, President of Imphal East United Clubs Organization IEUCO KSH Rajain and advisor of AMUCO KT Rahman and many people took part in the tree plantation program. A social service camp organized by Lampak Pukri Mapan Women's Development Association Kagwa Namairak Pamlekai has begun from yesterday. This is the 5th camp which is organized annually. Deputy General Manager of MSPDCL, Imphal Electricity Division No. 1, has stated that during a drive launched from May 2 to 30, the department has collected about 5,15,000 rupees as fine from consumers who illegally used electricity. On the other hand, due to breakdown of the KV power substation at Lema Kaithel, there will be no power supply to the consumers in the areas for a week. The corporation appealed to the consumers to bear with the inconvenience during the week, a press release stated. And now let's head for a short commercial break. Do stay tuned.
I'm ready. Teloro. Editor ka late. Some say uzik pudi perfectly straight ado kankhar kandadi freezy. Relax. Perfectly straight.
Aina semi anoba sunsilk perfectly straight with straight lock technology maramdi. Some kankraba matong daso align straight oina laina bagidamo.
Wow. Uzik so straight oirina.
Straight and gorgeous. Sunsilk perfect straight. Lock tobu. Rock tobu.
On the 28th day of the Festival of Short and Documentary Films, which were either shown at National or International Film Festival, jointly organized by the ISTV Network and the Cine Directors Guild, Manipur, a film entitled Boiling Blood of Bishwamitra will be telecast on ISTV Sangai channel today. The film will be telecast at 7:30 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. on this channel. The film will be repeat telecast at 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. tomorrow on the same channel. In today's national and international news, Government has given 3 months' time till the 30th of September for people to declare their undisclosed foreign income and assets to escape prosecution under the new black money law. Those making the disclosure during this period will have further 3 months' time till 31st December this year to pay the taxes and the penalty on their foreign income and assets. It reports that the ministry has said people availing the one-time compliance window would be required to pay a tax of 30% and a penalty of a similar amount. Under the Black Money, Undisclosed Foreign Income and Asset and Imposition of Tax Act 2015, which will come into force from April next year, the penalty would be much higher at 90% in addition to the 30% tax on undisclosed foreign assets. The new law was passed by Parliament in May and was notified on 26th of May this year. The Act provides for separate taxation of undisclosed foreign income and assets. Stringent penalties and prosecution, including rigorous imprisonment up to 10 years and penalty equal to 3 times of the tax, have been prescribed for violation. UK's food regulator, Food Standards Agency (FSA), has said that Maggi noodles produced in India and elsewhere are safe to consume. The agency said this after conducting tests on all samples of the product. While only masala flavor of the noodles was imported into UK from India, FSA had decided to test all samples of the product to check for levels of lead after a controversy in India. It said in a statement that it can confirm that results from testing samples of Maggi noodles in Britain have all found that levels of lead in the product is well within European Union permissible levels and would not be a concern to consumers. Nestle India exports Maggi noodles to Canada, UK, Singapore and Kenya and to third parties in the US, Australia and New Zealand. Singapore had earlier said that Maggi noodles are safe for consumption. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley on Wednesday said that the government has approved the Prime Minister Irrigation Scheme, which aims to provide irrigation facility to all fields. The highlights are rupees 50,000 crore to be spent over 5 years on Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana, Prime Minister to chair National Steering Committee on Irrigation. The aim is for irrigation facility to all fields. States to prepare district level plan, not for common national agri market, national farm market to have e-auction. Cabinet approves national policy for skill development and entrepreneurship, PM to head National Council on Skilling. Even as Pakistan continues to allege India's role in spreading terror on its soil, the United States has claimed that they have not received any evidence of India's involvement in terrorist activities. During a recent visit to Washington, Foreign Secretary Aizaz Ahmed Chaudhry had said that Pakistan had evidence of India's involvement in such activities. The US State Department said that there was no information if any such proofs had been shared by Pakistan. I am not aware of any such delivery, US State Department spokesman John Kirby said. However, Kirby refused to comment on India's claim that it had its own evidence to prove that Pakistan was involved in terrorist attacks inside India. Instead, he urged both countries to resolve their differences peacefully. We want tensions between India and Pakistan to be reduced. We want them to work together bilaterally to resolve some of these differences, he said. Argentina star Javier Mascherano called for calm on Wednesday as the countdown to this weekend's Copa America final against fierce rivals Chile got underway. Two teams desperate to succeed will collide in Santiago on Saturday, with host Chile aiming to end nearly a century of failure by winning a major tournament for the first time in front of an expectant home crowd. Argentina, meanwhile, are burning with desire to win a first title in 22 years, determined that one of the most talented generations of players the country has ever produced does not suffer another disappointment. The high stakes will carry an additional edge thanks to the historical rivalry between the neighboring nations who in the past have been at loggerheads over various territorial and diplomatic disputes. Argentina set the stage for Saturday's showpiece with a scintillating display to destroy Paraguay 6-1 in Tuesday's semi-final, with skipper Lionel Messi producing a virtuoso individual performance. Sania Mirza and her Swiss teammate Martina Hingis have advanced to the second round of the Wimbledon Tennis Championships at London. In the opening round yesterday, the top-seeded Indo-Swiss pair defeated the Chinese-Kazakh team of Saisai Zheng and Zarina Diaz 6-2, 6-2. In the singles, world number 7 Anna Ivanovic crashed out after losing to American Bethany Mattek-Sands 3-6, 4-6. And now let's take a look at the top story once again. Many farmers facing difficulties of devastation caused by flood following incessant rains of 4-5 days. Thanks for joining us and do stay tuned for more updates.